Design. This is Steve.
Great. Steve?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Steve. Okay, awesome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Thanks for meeting with us,
Absolutely.
Yes.
and thank you. We were so excited to receive what you've done so far.
Yeah, it was very good.
Great job.
Great. We're moving in the right direction.
We are. So we have very specific points to make, just to have changes to make, and see what you think about it, and then you can proceed.
Okay, let's go over those.
Okay, great. Alexa, is that all right if I just go through my list?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. On the first thing we noticed, her name of her company is Find Your Balance Chiropractic. Is there, and that was the only thing that kind of stuck out. It was the wrong font, and that's because that's what we gave you. But we like your font, we like your color scheme, but we want to make Find Your Balance Chiropractic in particular more prominent on the first page. So is that something where instead of just this little sticker spot at the top, left-hand corner, could you make Find Your Balance? Could you change or play with it? That Find Your Balance Chiropractic with the spine. Can you make it all the way across the first page and make it several inches wide? So that's the first thing you see, so that all of her patients know, what her company name is. Even though we loved how you brought out Dr. Alexa wherever you could, that was also super marketing. But we have to get the name of the company also prominent. So can you do that, and then have now that you have Find Your Balance Chiropractic all the way across the top, and then with a better font that you're using already, then start with the picture a little smaller on the page, and with the our goals to keep your body moving.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that, and I agree that the logo it just seems a little bit off. But are you asking then to just kind of keep it how it is with the navigation there, and we'll just make the logo more horizontal?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe what you do is above the home and about and services, can you somehow make the Find Your Balance across? And
Don't you put it right below home, about, services?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That works. But and then instead of it being super square edges, could we do the kind of the rounder edge that you've done the pictures in?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Now
you understand what we're saying? We love this. You did great on the first page, but then no one's really going to know what her business is called.
Yeah, so we had a few issues with the logo actually, and I was going to bring that up on our end because that was provided to us. But do you know if you have the original Illustrator file or?
We do, but I don't care about that. I did pay somebody because I don't know how to do anything technologically myself, but I don't like it. So why do you need it? If you did all this other stuff, why can't you just use the spine and Find Your Balance Chiropractic?
Well, and we probably can. It would just be a lot easier if we have that file because then we can edit it with the software instead of trying to recreate it.
I see. Yeah, I did it on Upworks, and the guy gave me all the files. I just literally, it meant so little to me. I never went on files on site and got it. So I'm sure it's just sitting there. So let me download those files and send them to you.
Okay, because I agree the logo needs a little bit of cleaning up to make it look proper on the website.
Yeah, and again, I don't understand. Oh, just because you cutting and pasting a spine even is a little more it's just easier if you have the file to cut and paste what you want to do.
Exactly. It would just make it easier because then I can make the changes in the software as opposed to trying to use an image.
No. Oh, that sounds. I definitely can get it because he did that a month ago. So I'm sure it's just sitting out there waiting for me to grab it.
It would be ideal.
Yeah, and then again, if the font the gentleman used looks awkward with all your very simple modern font. So we'd like it just to be that.
Okay.
Because again, it looks just out of sync with everything else being very simple.
Yep, I agree.
And then again, okay, so then when you're putting it across the top, and you can play with it, so we want it more horizontally. Except for I like your find your balance, and then the chiropractic is the most prominent part of it. So, like you're using that same find your balance chiropractic vertically shown, but you're going to stretch it across horizontally the website, right?
Okay. Yep, we can do that.
Okay. And then again, is it in white and black, or do you have it? Maybe you do, and just have, like Alexa said, stretch it horizontally and have it rounded edges.
Yeah, I mean, we could try to take out that background so that it meshes into the website background better.
Right, and the picture kind of has a white background, so maybe it'll be fine with white and black, but I just don't know that right now.
Okay, we'll take a look at the logo here with the next revision.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm not. We just need it to look. We need find your balance chiropractic. Like I basically did it for the guy. I just was thinking he was going to be more creative, and he ended up doing exactly what we sent him. I had a picture of a spine online. I threw it on a Word document and said, "Can you do something with it?" And he didn't really. So don't think that this is anything major.
Okay, we'll take a look at the logo in the next draft here.
Okay. And then the next thing Alexa pointed out, which is great. Do you have somebody, like, she just wants to, for the next 2 photos, we want it professionally done. Do you have somebody who can take a professional photo of her working on perhaps me instead of having the stock photography thing? We hate that.
So honestly, we get that question a lot, and we don't have anybody or like really have any good local Florida connections with that. So usually, like anything with images, we get provided.
Okay, so if we quickly get somebody local to take professional photography, it'll look just like this stock. You can make it look as professional as what you're showing here as your stock photography.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'd be surprised, even the new iPhones and stuff can take pretty good digital pictures. So just getting something, if you don't have full professional, would still be usable.
Yeah, because it sucks. The one the one I provided you because it was small.
Yeah, it's small. It's stretched. The resolution's low.
That's why. It mostly was because you just stretched it all out, and I gave you just such a small shot.
Exactly.
Now, having said that, we still want a better photo of her in that one. That was like a year ago.
And I was gonna bring that up, but that's
yeah, and she'll look. We'll have her look more professional. But maybe you're right, Alexa. We can just like do something very professional ourselves.
Yeah, we'll find a photographer and then provide you with those 2 photos. Because the rest, we don't mind the services one. Those are pretty like simple and just like a good showing of the services.
right.
But the first 2,
Well, but he just said, if we can do a good iPhone shot and then just send it to him, like, is there something with the resolution we have to do better to send you something that you can use?
No, I just think this photo was just not a good one that was provided, but anything you shoot with your phone should be just fine to use for the website.
Gotcha.
Just to get, a photo or 2 to use going forward.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll try again and do a better job of that and see if we can get something right over to you. I don't mind taking a professional photo, but I think that's going to take some time.
Right.
That we don't necessarily want to use up, and if we can do just as well on our own, let's try that.
Okay, but if you do have any photos, send them over and we'll try to get those incorporated.
Okay, so
cool.
there'll be one similar to what the stock photo is on the first page, and then we'll have another one to replace of Alexa in the about section.
Okay, perfect.
And then, like Alexa said, your stock photography on the other stuff was real nice and basic, so we like that.
For the services, that works.
Yeah,
we'll keep those. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then just one more thing about the logo. Again, can you do it on the first page? It needs to be very prominent and bigger. But on the subsequent pages, can you make it across the horizontal on every one of the tabs, but maybe not as big as the first page?
Yes.
Just so again, everybody's seeing every time they do a tab that this is the name of the company that they just, clicked on.
Right. We'll try to keep the logo on every single page. This is just a design concept, so nothing's actually physically built online. It's just a image more or
Yep.
less. So
Yep. Yeah. I just mean when you're building it. Sorry.
okay.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. But yes, that will be there. The logo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Okay. First picture smaller, second picture smaller. Oh. And when you're doing about Alexa, again, we loved your simplicity, everything you designed. And then you have that button, more about Alexa.
Correct.
I think everybody loves when they read a really good review, and I don't want it buried. Can you make all of this smaller and have the reviews right below her picture and these bullet points?
Yes. So we basically just put like a review section right below the about section.
Or don't make it a review section, or like let's just do 3 nice boxes, similar to what we sent you in our Word doc. Don't you think, Alexa, have it right there showing that what your reviews are awesome?
You could either do that or like above the map after the contact, and then.
I know, but these people don't want to dig around, and when they're reading about you, I want it screaming at them that you're freaking awesome. And I feel like reviews are always so good to show that. So I feel like just making this a little smaller-ish and then shoving those horizontally across the bottom of Alexa's picture and the little bullets. Just those 3 rounded, reviews.
Okay, well, we'll in the next draft we'll put in the reviews. The best way to do that is, do you have a Google My Business yet?
No.
Where people leave actual reviews on Google, because we can build that into the site so they're real reviews.
Definitely want to do that. We just haven't.
Okay, then we would need the list of any reviews that you have.
Yeah, we want you adding that for us, but these are things, this is in her current business. Oh, so when you're doing those reviews too, we only want you using their first names, not their entire names.
Okay.
Because they're all reviewing Alexa, but not in her current owned business. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So we want to add them with a generic, their first names, and just show them.
Okay, perfect. And do we have those reviews? I don't think so.
I think we did send that in the one Google Doc, but we could always send that over.
I'll read.
It's in the Word doc.
Okay, I'll revisit that.
We showed the real Google reviews, but then I also included from somebody else.
An example.
An example of how we wanted it to look, because it looked on a site we saw in chiropractic. It was just done very generically and pretty. Where here are some of the reviews, and you just use the first name, and then the how they showed it was just in a very more appealing to the eye kind of way.
Okay, perfect. We have that.
So yeah, Word doc, and again, just let us know if you want us to resend it.
Perfect. Let me revisit that with the next draft, and then we'll see from there.
Yes, exactly. That's good. Let's see. Oh, and again, I saw, on that last page, again, if we can address the logo and make it across the whole page horizontally instead of just like that sticker.
Perfect. We'll get that all the way across.
Yeah. Anything else, Alexa, that popped out?
I think those were the major ones, and yeah, I think that was it on what I saw.
But again, Right, like we do have to get into, we had a button on our, Word doc that showed we wanted like, leave a review type thing where you're gonna build that in as well.
Correct. So what we'll do now is we'll take these edits and we'll also start to actually build out the site. We have the server and stuff set up and the WordPress and all that. So we'll start to take these design and these edits and start to actually build the site. I will send a staging URL, which is basically just like an online place where you can kind of follow with the development in a few business days here as I kind of get the first draft online.
Got it. Awesome. And so I just want to restate, because I do understand what you're saying, that she's going to have like all kinds of Google reviews and everybody can look at those. But just as a design feature on the site, on the About Alexa page, we want it built right on there, the 3 reviews we sent you.
It's basically, patient testimonials. She just wants to make sure there's those 3 that she sent in the Google Doc on the...
And again, I showed how, like, again, it was real pretty on another site, and I attached, or I have that on the Word doc as well.
Yeah, we'll get a nice review section there underneath the About on the homepage. So
Okay, that's great.
it's a good thing to have. So with that, I mean, if you see anything else, otherwise, I mean, nothing's set in stone, so we can still make more edits going forward. But I'll at least get the first online draft going here, and then I'll send you the staging URL in a couple business days, and then we'll get another meeting here in probably a week or so to review the next online concept. But we got to build out the about, the services, the pricing, the contact. So there's a lot of pages that we actually have to do in this next draft. So I'll just keep you updated as they come together.
Okay, hold on. Can you just wait 1 second and just let me? I just want to look at my, because I just don't want you to have to revisit it. So I just want to make sure it's in my Alexa's Word doc that we sent. Right. So in my Word doc, I say, here are the patient reviews. And so if we can get those 3 reviews, but again, only show their first name.
Yeah.
And I said, please present the review similar to the following format. So again, and it's accepted as like Alexa said, a testimonial. So take a look at how, it was presented in this other website that I copied and pasted right onto this Word doc and see what you think.
Perfect.
And I said review instead of testimonial 3 across. So yeah, they said their name on the bottom. So yeah, take a look at this. It's exactly how we want it presented, even though we've given you like the actual Google format of each one.
Okay, I'm gonna revisit that with the next draft and take a second look at those review details.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Sorry.
All right. We'll keep going then with the draft on our end, and I will follow up here in about a week with the staging URL and just another update. We can start to look at things together then from there, because things will be online actually, and make any edits, changes, and things like that as we go.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
That's great.
That
All right.
sounds really great. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Ye-
thank you.
Yep, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Alexa, this is Steve Mingleco with Final Web Design. I was just giving you a call for our 2 p.m. meeting to review the website. So if you have a moment and you're still planning on going over that today, give me a call back, 305 812-5999. Thank you, Alexa.